What is up, guys? This is Between the Pylons, and I'm John Camacho. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit a like and subscribe, and follow my channel for a lot more videos. This is a small channel right now, but we are trying to grow it. So if you can help me out with that in any way, I always appreciate it. Let's get into it today. We are talking about Denzel Mims out of Baylor. This is a request. This is one of the many guys that my man Smith & Wesson requested. I do appreciate the request, buddy. I'm going to talk about him. We're talking about a guy, big, long receiver out of Baylor, who really was, I feel like, a godsend for Baylor. The quarterback didn't always put the ball exactly where it should have been, but Denzel Mims made him look great because of his incredible catch radius and his incredible ability to make these acrobatic catches. And I feel like that's like one of the first things that stands out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's roll on over to the skills chart here. All right, guys. So this is Denzel Mims. First thing I do want to point out, hands in contested catch and body control. Those are the pillars of what Denzel Mims is going to be at the next level. I wonder what his speed is. I wonder how he's going to run in the 40. I question that. Not to the sense that I think he's slow. I really don't, because there's guys that I've done on this channel where I do think they're slow, and I'm seriously questioning it. That's not the case for Denzel Mims. If he comes out and has an incredible week in Indianapolis and shows that he has the athletic ability to match the ability just from a receiver standpoint, he can push himself up into that solidified second round range for me. With that being said, my issues are going to come from play strength, and that might be a real issue for teams. I like his route running. I really do, and I'm going to show my only issue with route running. Overall, I think he's a good route runner. I think this number deserves to be higher, but there's one issue that I kind of put into the route running portion of this grade, so it kind of brought him down. Blocking, again, it kind of comes from the same thing, and we'll talk about it in the video portion of this video. I gave his 40 time as it wasn't great. I think it's a 5 in my grading scale. I think it was a 4.5 is what I gave him. If he can run in the 4.4s, that'd be insane. I don't know that he will. I don't think I see that on film, but we'll see. As far as the rest of his maybe subpar grades, it's more just the way he was used, and I feel like the way he should be used. He belongs on the boundaries, bringing down those 50-50 balls. That's really what he's going to be good at the next level. But with that being said, let's move on over to the film portion of this video. All right, here we are, guys. The very first clip that I'm going to show you guys today is just his incredible catching ability. Not a great catch, and you can kind of see it doesn't look like that was a catch, right? Well, it was. Look at this ankle. Look, dude is absolutely draped all over him, but he has the strength in his hands, I guess that's what you could call it, to catch the ball really with it. Like, this defender's arm is right here, and he's able to catch that ball and bring it down. Really, really impressive. Really strong hands. Look at this from the other angle. I mean, that's one of the best catches I've seen in a long time. But it's not better than the next clip here. and I know I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about how good he can catch. Watch this, guys. I mean, this is just such incredible body control. The wherewithal to bring it to his body, I mean, so incredible. Look at this. How did he even catch it? Like, it looks like he has tar on his hands. And to be fair, he has really, really good gloves, but still. And this right here, this is more so to show his incredible catch radius. I mean, you just get the ball close to him, and he's going to bring it down. And the Baylor quarterback really, really proved that this year. And he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great either. All right, so here we are, and I think this shows two things. One, pretty good route running, able to kind of find some space, and I really like the way he follows through with it and is able to fight for the extra yards. Really good play there. With that being said, we are going to have to talk about the negative side of Denzel Mims, and what I really think kind of dwarfs his upside a little bit as far as the way the NFL is going to see him. And I do think this is something that can be worked on and get gotten better at. But at this point, what I can grade from what he produced in his senior year, this is my biggest issue with Denzel Mims, and it's play strength. The way he gets pushed off routes in man-to-man coverage is a real issue for me. So watch him here, and I am going to slow this down so you guys can see. Now, it's a really good jab. It really is. But he just absolutely gets pushed off his route. You can kind of see that there. It's going to happen again here where he gets kind of pushed off his route and kind of useless to the play. It's kind of it's not a huge thing because it only really happens in press coverage or sometimes at the top of his route if you have a safety that is playing down and is kind of more physical. You'll see it happen. I guess maybe corner too. But the physical corners are really going to pose an issue for Denzel Mims, which is weird because he is, so big and strong, and you see that at times. But I think it's just maybe an aggressive nature that he has to have. And on this play, you see it. And I wanted to end it on this note because, there is some issues here, but there's also a lot of good. And you see him really get beat. I mean, beat off the line. Just this physical corner here is giving Mims all he can handle. But he is able to kind of fight through, run through the contact, and get open eventually for a touchdown, which I think is awesome. I would say that I don't think an NFL corner would allow him to get open, or at least one that's known for being physical would let him get open the way he was able to against this Oklahoma corner, and I have no idea who it was. But all right, guys, that is Denzel Mims. As you can see, there's a lot to love about him. I think he really should belong in that day 2 range because, like I said, there's not a lot of guys that can make the acrobatic catches that he does make on a pretty game by game basis. There's not a lot of guys that are gonna bring the wingspan in the catch radius that he brings. But there are some issues to his game as well, and I hope I showed those well enough for you guys. With all that being said, let's get to his final score. And here we are, guys. Final score of a 5.99. That's a really, really good score. Grades out, like I said, right into that second, third round range because of the amount of receivers in this class. Yeah, he might fall. He might be one of the guys that falls, but he might not. You just never know with these kind of things. It's going to be kind of team specific. The teams that are looking for that X receiver that can catch on the outside, well, he has a plus grade for that, and that's really what he's going to be able to do well. And I think that's one of the beauties of the program that I'm running or that I built. It kind of lets you see that and lets you see maybe that he might have a higher value to a different team. And I think that's really cool. With all that being said, I think the Eagles would be kind of a good pick. I personally think Alshon Jeffrey's done. I think they should probably cut ties with him. Denzel Mims could come in and be a faster Alshon Jeffrey. I don't know what Denzel Mims is going to run, and I'm kind of curious because I wonder. But he's faster than Alshon Jeffrey, I promise, because there's not a lot of guys slower than Alshon Jeffrey's at this point in his career. With that being said, I don't think that's the only receiver that the Eagles should get. They need to get a speed guy if they're going to consider him later in the draft. That's more what I'm saying is maybe the second receiver that they draft. Like if they got Ruggs in the first round, then they came back around and got Denzel Mims in the third, that'd be an insanely awesome draft, and it would fix their receiver problem in 1 day or 2 days, I suppose. But really, any other team that needs that X receiver type of guy, I think it's going to be really valuable. I think look at the teams that maybe don't have the most accurate quarterback. Like Josh Allen would love Denzel Mims. The Broncos, I think, could use him on the outside and pair him up with Cortland Sutton. That would be an awesome combination. There's a lot of teams that would work for that. Overall, I love the player. I think the miraculous catches alone is something that I'm always gonna love, just because I like those big plays where like just crazy shit happens, and Denzel Mims is gonna bring a lot of that to the next level. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if there's anybody else you want me to do a draft profile on. I am getting into other positions now. I'm going to get into that more in detail on that in other videos, but you don't just have to give me receivers and running backs. You can give me, defensive lineman, defense, any position you want other than offensive line. That's the only position that I'm not going to do this year. I'll get into that next year. But, it's all a process, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think I can be doing better, all that good stuff. And hit me up next time, guys. Bye.